Let's start off by first exploring some different types of research. When we talk about science, we're going to simplify it and think about the studies from the perspective of 4 different types of studies. The first type of research that's frequently conducted is correlational studies. Correlational studies basically measure one variable and then look at in what ways does it correlate with or relate to another variable. Other types of research include experimental research. When you're doing experimental research, we usually have at least 2 different groups that we're trying to compare. One group receives one type of intervention and another group receives another intervention, and then we're comparing those 2 groups to see what's the differences between them. And the gold standard in research is try to use a second group, at least a second group, as a placebo control group. A group that thinks that they're participating in something that's an active experiment, but really they're not, so that you can really understand what impact that intervention is making. Another type of research that we frequently will reference is what's called a meta-analysis. Meta-analyses take lots of smaller studies and put them together to make a larger study. So you might have a handful of studies being conducted on something like positive affect or on resilience, but any one research study tends to have just a small group of participants, which might have a limited scope of what you can identify statistically from that small group. A meta-analysis puts all of those smaller studies about a single topic together to make its own study. So they put the individual studies together and then number crunch them to identify what the outcome is. And the 4th type of research that we frequently reference in positive psychology are literature reviews. Literature reviews take everything that has been previously published about a single topic and basically summarize it. It's a summary of what's been studied thus far on a particular topic. So these are some of the basic type of research that we report on in positive psychology, and we'll use this understanding as we dive into exploring some of the key research studies that have been conducted thus far.